Africa is a continent full of natural beauty, culture, and diversity. But sadly, many of its countries still face deep poverty. In this video, we're looking at 10 of the poorest countries in Africa, exploring what makes them poor and how that affects people's everyday lives. But first, welcome to Travel Wisdom. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Which country surprised you the most? Please tell me in the comments. Now let's get started. Let's begin with Burundi. This small country in East Africa has faced decades of conflict, political instability, and poverty. Most people depend on farming, but the land is overcrowded and not very productive. With limited industry and poor infrastructure, jobs are hard to find. Food is often scarce, and many children suffer from malnutrition. Schools and hospitals lack supplies, and clean water isn't always available. Madagascar is famous for its unique wildlife, but most of its people live in poverty. Over 70% of the population survives on less than $2 a day. The island often faces cyclones, droughts, and poor harvests, which make life harder. Roads and electricity are lacking, especially in rural areas. Children often walk long distances to reach school, and many families can't afford health care. Malawi, known as the warm heart of Africa, is one of the poorest countries in the world. Most people are farmers, but floods and droughts damage crops. There are few jobs outside agriculture. Many schools are overcrowded and underfunded. In some areas, one doctor may serve thousands of people. Malnutrition is common, especially among young children. The Central African Republic has been in crisis for years. Armed groups control much of the country, and ongoing violence has forced many people to flee their homes. Roads, hospitals, and schools have been destroyed or abandoned. Farming is risky, and people rely heavily on humanitarian aid. Children often grow up without formal education, and healthcare is nearly impossible to access in many areas. Sierra Leone has made progress since its civil war ended in 2002, but poverty remains high. The country has valuable minerals, but most people don't benefit from them. Corruption and weak infrastructure limit development. Health services are basic, and many families struggle to afford food. Education is improving, but many children still drop out early to help at home or work. Sudan has been impacted by war, sanctions, and now internal conflict. Inflation is high, jobs are scarce, and food prices have skyrocketed. Many people have been displaced due to fighting. Hospitals often lack medicine, and power outages are common. Basic services have collapsed in many areas, especially outside the cities. South Sudan has been in conflict since it gained independence in 2011. Most people live in rural areas with little access to schools or healthcare. Frequent violence forces families to flee, leaving behind everything. Hunger is a daily struggle, and many depend on food aid to survive. Roads are poor, and flooding often destroys homes and crops. Mozambique has faced natural disasters like cyclones and floods, along with conflict in the northern region. Many people work in farming, but low productivity and weak markets keep incomes low. Healthcare and education services are stretched thin, especially in remote areas. Poverty is especially tough for women and children. Somalia has faced decades of civil war, terrorism, and drought. The central government struggles to control the whole country, and many areas are ruled by armed groups. With constant fighting and lack of rain, millions of people are displaced or facing hunger. Clean water, food, and medicine are hard to find, and many children don't go to school. Finally, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is rich in minerals but poor in everything else. Years of war, corruption, and lack of infrastructure keep people in poverty. Armed groups make farming and travel dangerous. Many families live without electricity or clean water. Health services are minimal, and malaria, cholera, and other diseases are common. These 10 countries face different challenges: wars, weak governments, poor infrastructure, and climate disasters. But the result is the same: poverty that touches every part of life. With time, peace, and the right support, Change is possible. But for now, millions are still waiting for a better future. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Which country surprised you the most? Please tell me in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.